This is your salvation. No one will dare call your eyes ugly ever again.
Get away from her!
I am Ashes, savior of humanity's souls. Now tell me, what part of yourselves do you hate most?
I'm not letting you hurt anyone else!
I can't free you from your curses, but I must bring salvation to all wayward souls.
That's horrible. I'll do what I can to treat her.
No immediate signs of her here. I'll run a scan to confirm either way. Powerful demonic signature detected. It's distant, but I've marked its location. Best proceed with caution from here on. As I thought. I, Theon McCool, shall test your strength.
Please!
Oh?
He's not a bad demon! He's my classmate!
What does that mean? I see. You're attempting to rescue your friends from the demons, are you? I apologize for my hastiness. Although you can see how you played a part in it as well, I'm sure. When I saw a demon escorting a human on their own here, naturally I became very suspicious.
We were sent by Bethel.
Bethel. Ah, you mean the servants of that god. So, you're looking for the other humans.
Oh, have you seen more people dressed like me?
If you're referring to the students that the demons had abducted, I've already assisted them. Though, I admit I don't know whether or not that was all of them. They are at a fairy village southwest from here. The fairies there are sheltering them.
A fairy village? Wonderful. Thank you so much.
This land has been plagued by a band of dangerous demons lately. They call themselves the Kadishtu. You would best serve yourselves by leaving quick as you can.
That may be the case, but I need to help my friend.
I understand. Then, please show an abundance of caution as you make your way. May we meet again, should fate deem it so.
You should tell Yuzuru about the fairy village. Maybe Miyazu is there. Okay, I've sent him a message. Hopefully he'll head there right away. We should get going as well.
Young man.
Miyazu? You mean she's not here?
No sign of her. I met someone named Fion who apparently rescued a lot of the students, but Miyazu wasn't among them. I was hoping you might have found her. Sounds like I was a fool to get my hopes up. After all Miyazu's already gone through. Why is this happening to her? Why did she have to live in such a goddamn broken world?
Broken? What do you mean, Yuzuru?
Our world is unfair by design. If we really were created by some all-loving God, why didn't he give all people an equal chance at happiness? Innocent people get born into pain they can't escape and don't deserve. But What do you call that but proof that our world's fundamentally broken?
I guess that's one way to look at all this.
So, are you going to keep looking for your sister?
Yes, of course. I need to get back to the search. No matter what happens, I will save her. I have to.
So, what's your plan? Then it's settled.
Alright, that should take care of everyone's injuries.
And so, now all we need to do is find the other students.
I'm so sorry. I couldn't save her.
Dazai!
Back over the hill, I found the demons that took Atsuka's sister, and I tried to save her, but I couldn't. I couldn't do anything. I told Atsuta on the way here, but I don't know. I don't think he can handle it alone. Please, you gotta help him.
No!
Yes. Well...
Yes. I can help.
It's you again. How his sister suffers. She told me all about how she hates her weak, sickly body.
No, don't do it!
And if I kill him, Miyazu's free to go. You swear it?
Sire Yuzuru, you cannot mean to do this. You must see reason.
I give the orders. You obey me. Still, I'm sorry.
Pathetic. So much for all your brotherly determination. But fear not, for this girl will now be saved.
Atita! Dozai. Holy crap. I did it. Awesome.
Miyazu! Where's Yuzuru? Yuzuru! She's okay! She's safe.
How dare you? How dare you interrupt at the moment of salvation?
That's quite enough, Aishith. You and Nama disgrace us all. So deeply shameful.
Quiet, you whelp. The salvation of these cursed souls is my duty. The Nahobino's power is unexpected, but no matter. With our power combined, we can end him!
The Crow of Crows has taken roost nearby. We've been ordered back. You shall obey.
So be it.
Atita, you okay?
I'm sorry, everyone. I couldn't protect Miyazu, and even worse, I betrayed my friends.
This is what demons do. They find the weakness in your heart and take advantage of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not good that you were manipulated, but you were ready to do whatever it took to protect someone you care about. I know exactly how that feels. Atsuta, I've been thinking about what you said. How the world's unfair and broken. I'm sure there are more people suffering out there than we'll ever know, having to deal with a fate they don't deserve. I think that's exactly why it's up to us to figure out how to make the world a better place. We have to believe that we can build a better future. For everyone. We have to try.
You're quite the optimist. Wish I could put that kind of trust in our future. What does it look like to you?
It's true that everything seems chaotic right now. But I gotta figure, the world's been through worse than this, hasn't it? Humanity's gotten this far, and we haven't given up hope yet. So I believe in us. And I'll believe in our future. And considering you're a Nahobino, well, I guess I hope you can see it that way too. Aren't you one of the fairies?
They turned to salt. All of them.
just the students, but all the fairies too.
What could have happened here?
It's awful. I don't know how to help. I don't know that I even can. I think Bethel Japan needs to hear about this.
Ah, you're here. Atsuta has already informed me of the latest developments. What happened to those students is a tragedy. But I'm afraid Tokyo experienced its own peculiar occurrence while you were away.
Its own peculiar occurrence?
Yes, we've found people in Tokyo turned to salt. Much like what was reported about the fairy village.
What?
It's exceedingly unlikely that this could be the work of a human. A demon must be behind it. Unfortunately, that is the extent of my knowledge on the situation. In light of this crisis, Bethel HQ has decided to take action. They aim to hit the forces of chaos with everything they have. It will be a wide-scale operation involving the organization's most powerful legions from Europe to Asia. However, we will not be taking part.
We won't? And HQ's okay with that?
With the number of demon attacks in the city on the rise, we've been ordered to maintain peace in Tokyo. To that end, I would like you to assist with the investigation and cessation of the current threat. I appreciate your cooperation. I'll be counting on you to gather more intel on the matter. Report back to me once you know more. You're back. I take it you've made some progress in your investigation. Let's hear your report.
We heard a lot of reports about a fortune teller and a large crow at the sites where people turn to salt.
A fortune teller and a large crow. So it sounds like these 2 points are confirmed.
How can you be so sure?
As it would happen, we've found more humans turned to salt in this area since I sent you to investigate.
From what we've heard, it seems like all of the victims had contact with a fortune teller.
There have also been reports of a large crow being sighted close to the scene. Given the similarities between the intel we've both gathered, it's unlikely this is a coincidence. The culprit must be a demon, or someone working for demons.
We also heard that the victims felt sick before they turned to salt.
Well, unless we can confirm that all victims felt sick before turning, we'll consider it hearsay for the time being. In any case, after reviewing what we know, that crow definitely seems suspicious. I'm going to have Hayataro track it down. That should give us a good lead. Bethel Japan will know as soon as there are any developments. In the meantime, you can all return to the dorm for the day. Good work.
Man, are you alright? You haven't had time to rest since before we left for Dot. I see. You're stronger than I realized then. But I'm relieved to hear it. But something troubles me. We saw those students turn to salt at the fairy village in Dot. Now, the same thing seems to be happening in Tokyo. 2 separate incidents across 2 worlds. Do you believe the attacks are connected? This certainly defies human understanding, but we must try to comprehend it or risk never arriving at the truth. If you are ever in need, know that you can always rely on your friends, and indeed on me. I will always be here to support you. In any case, we can only wait for Hayataro's report. We'll decide our next move after that. After all you've endured, you must be tired beyond words. Use the remaining hours of today to rest.
Human lives are so woefully short. They forget, and they have lost the peace that once was. It is a most regrettable truth. No more are the days in which the humans of old lived free. No more do they worship great Mother Earth. Nahobino. This world in which you must live was brought into being when a god rose and assumed the throne. The gods clash over its power, and the victor rules a world in their image. Such is the cycle. Each in their time to mold the world as they will. And yet, the god of this world, the creator, still he was not satisfied with the way things had been. He broke the cycle in a bid to perpetuate his rule. He stripped the gods of their knowledge, reducing them to lowly demons. So he rose, the one and only ruler of the world, his reign infinite and unchallenged. As time flowed on, more came to pass. The people of his world followed him, imposing their will on others beneath. With rule came royalty, and the world split. Those with power, and those without. You can see clearly that the world is fractured now. On one side the oppressors, and on the other side the oppressed, yes. We, the Kadishtu, abhor this divide. We seek only to bring this world freedom again.
How are you feeling? If you're alright, then let's head to Bethel, Japan. Maybe they can tell us something.
Ah, perfect timing. Hayataro has returned with new intel.
Locating the aforementioned crow was not difficult. However, there were times when it would suddenly disappear. I suspect it to be traveling back and forth between Tokyo and the Netherworld. I cannot follow it directly, but fear not. After following its scent, I have an idea as to where in the Netherworld it went.
We found a portal at Jozoji Temple that connects to the Netherworld. I'll be sending Atsuta and Dazai, but could I ask you two to go as well? The Saint will be joining you at the temple. I hope you can uncover the cause of this phenomenon.
Did you hear from the director? This is where we can track down that crow that escaped to the Netherworld. I'd like you two to come with me to Shinjuku. Let me know when you're ready to go.
So the crow is somewhere around here. I wonder if we have a real chance at finding it.
Let's remember to be careful. We don't know what's lurking around.
appears a new face has joined you since last we met.
Do you know us? Who are you?
Nuwa. And that's Shohei Yakumo.
So you're the ones from the Tokyo Diet Building.
I take it you've come in pursuit of the Kaddish too.
People have been turning to salt in both the Netherworld and Tokyo. We came here to find out who's behind it.
What are your thoughts? Think the Kaddish too are involved?
No. That isn't how those demons prefer to operate. It was done to set an example. As more victims turn to salt, humans grow more fearful of the wrath of a supernatural being. I'm sure you're aware of a group that delights in holding such attention.
Now that you mention it, I have heard of a story like this. Those who refused to heed God's warnings were turned to salt as punishment.
What?
If you want to know who's responsible, then find the one who leads these angels. Though I'm sure you found some areas difficult to access thanks to those vexatious cherubim. I could simply dispose of them directly, but you may consider hunting the angels nearby instead. Doing so may cause the cherubim to leave their posts.
I see. Because they will be called in as reinforcements.
Exactly. Whether you are investigating the salt statues or pursuing the Kaddish, you will need to get past the cherubim either way.
Why are you telling us all this?
Is it not enough for us to simply wish to help a young group fighting for their future?
I'd bet you just want us to draw attention, so it's easier for you to get where you're going.
Think whatever you want.
Well, I guess we should look around for angels then.
So, there is a possibility that the angels may be involved with the salt statue incidents. What do you think this means? It is true that we can't be certain of anything at this point. However, the angels have a legend in which humans are turned to salt. Based on this, it seems likely that the culprit is an angel. Still, this is merely speculation at the moment. Once we meet the angel in command, everything will become clear. We should remain focused as we proceed. Objective confirmed.
So I see you've made it through.
It's you again.
Just standing around waiting for us? Don't dare tell me you are concerned.
Call it a whim of mine. Besides, there is the worst case to consider. Never mind that. The Kaddish two are plotting something here.
Do you have an idea what they're after? We know they're gathering Magatsuhi for something.
That's right. And once they have enough, their next move will most likely be at that large building.
The Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building?
Correct. Can you feel the massive power growing there?
I imagine they liken that building to an ancient shrine, a fitting venue to summon a god.
Summon a god?
Sites that reach the skies have been associated with gods since ancient times, and this one doubles as a symbol of authority. It suits the beckoning of a god.
What are the Kadishtu going to do once this ritual is complete?
Who can say? Perhaps they'll try to use its power to destroy the throne, much like us.
The throne?
Yakumo.
So, what is your goal then? What kind of world are you trying to create?
I want a world where people can truly live freely. Humanity has been used and discarded by gods and demons alike. Only by eradicating both can an ideal world for humans come to be.
But if you do that, what about her?
I am the goddess that created humanity. My values lie not in my own life like a human's might, Whether I am there or not when Yakumo's world comes to be is of no concern to me.
Demons and humans cannot coexist.
So you don't think a world in which we can all join together is possible at all?
I've said enough. If you don't like my solution, then feel free to find your own.
Incoming message from Bethel, Japan.
Apologies for the abrupt request, but we have an urgent situation in Tokyo. I'll need you to make your way back to the Japanese branch.
Dr. Kojimizu, what happened?
Ah, it's you. I'm glad you're back. Miyazu Atsuta has been abducted from the hospital. Based on the security camera footage on site, we've identified the one responsible as Konsu from Bethel's Egyptian branch.
It's okay. I can sense that Miyazu is still safe. But why would the Egyptian branch take her?
If I had to venture a guess, it's because Konsu wants to become a Nahobino.
Become a Nahobino? Like him?
Perhaps the time is right to inform you. Eons ago, the gods were gifted with both eternal life and the knowledge of good and evil. In those days, they were known as Nahobino. However, the Creator ordered the forfeiture of Nahobino's knowledge. Thenceforth, they regressed into demons. Well, you see, the Creator sealed the demons' knowledge within the Garden of Paradise, inside a forbidden tree. But then came a serpent, who tempted the garden's inhabitants to eat of the tree's fruit, and thus consume its knowledge. From then on, that knowledge was bound to the human soul, and is still passed down throughout the generations, or so the tale is told. In any case, the demons of then and now yearn to reclaim what was lost, and so seek human souls. Yet the union of man and demon remains prohibited, because those who bear knowledge, namely a Nahobino, pose a threat to God's established order.
Doesn't that mean that he would be considered a threat as well?
And Konsu too.
Konsu's intentions have yet to be made clear, but they will once you confront him directly. I've assessed that retrieving Miyazu Atsuta is of great importance to the Japanese branch. I would like all of you to join Yuzuru Atsuta in rescuing her.
Where is Yuzuru now?
He was understandably upset by this development, so he and Dazai returned to the dorm. I've already sent word that you'd be returning soon yourselves. I recommend meeting with them at the dorm to discuss these events.
Before that, there's something that's been bothering me ever since we started tracking down the Kadishtu. Do you know someone named Shohei Yakumo?
Yes, he's carried out a number of attacks on Bethel-affiliated facilities. Why do you ask?
He does seem to be hostile toward Bethel, but he hasn't attacked us. Actually, he's helped us. I think there's more to his actions than just undermining Bethel itself.
I see. I'll look into it.
Thank you.
But for the time being, I would like you to focus on rescuing Miyazu Atsuta. Even within Bethel, the Egyptian branch remains enigmatic. The slightest opening could prove fatal. So, stay cognizant of the danger